I'm so glad that I hear it.
And I'm glad that everybody else can hear you, because we are now with the rest of you out there on the Twitch.tv, and we're happy to see you guys tonight. Hello. Hi guys. Welcome back. It's Festival of Colors time. And I guess we'll cover a few things as we get ready to jump into tonight's lovely adventure that we have for you. Firstly, I need to get back in the swing of things. It feels like it's been so long since I did this sort of thing.
But it has been, though. It's been a week.
It has been. So, what I guess I'll start off is welcome you to the forefront. We're playing the Festival of Colors, which is going to be a homebrew 5th edition stuff. And before we get into the recap, I'm going to just go ahead and drop the little information. For one, if you see this overlay, it is all thanks to our dear Indigo who gave us this.
Oh, cool. I didn't know he had a command.
Oh, yes. So I created a little command for that. If you want something just as beautiful as this overlay, or perhaps any other graphic design shenanigans that you would want to look as beautiful as this, go and hit him up. He deserves it. Secondly, we do have a little donation set up for you guys. One of which being a new show that we'll be doing, a run of the West Marches style of Mouse Guard. Looking really forward to that. I've got so much planned for that.
I need to tell you.
Oh, what was that, Ayame?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. But yes, we are very close to meeting that very tiny goal. But hey, we got different ways for you to encourage that. We'll be doing small things like donations if you'd like to influence the game or a character of your favor. You can see how you can do that with different, I guess, how high of a donation you want. You'll be able to grant sort of like a boon of a modifier that the characters will be able to use. So if you donate like, what was it? This is like the second time I've announced this. So if you donate $3, you can give a character a D4. They can use that result after rolling that on any roll, and we'll definitely be alerted to that once it starts. But in any case, oh thanks! Navigator's coming against my hair is on point today.
It's always on point for her.
Well, thanks, Ayami. I appreciate it. In any case, we'll be starting with a not so speedruns hosting me. Thank you, Speedy.
It's nice.
I appreciate it. Yes, he is a sweetheart, and I love. Is he ever gonna change his teal hair? Because I really liked it when he was a beautiful rosy color.
No, I like the teal. How dare you?
Oh
my God! Speed rage.
Speed rage.
Speed rage.
I believe we're all set to go. So we'll begin with a little recap. So. The Festival of Colors is a special celebration of High Harvest Tide in Tethir. Specifically Braunfels, where the Festival of Colors occurs, is a opportunity for nobles and merchants and performers of all walks of life. Although for nobles, it's probably only one walk of life. They gather in Braunfels and just celebrate with innumerous amounts of revelry and every hue of color you could imagine. This time, however, the constabulary for Braunfels is sadly low on its guards this year for some reason, and they've taken to hiring some adventurers to aid in the management and bringing and ensuring law and peace on the streets. The characters have been assembled into a rainbow guard, of which Miyako has all of them on her arm, and
she wears them proudly.
Our group of this rainbow guard discovered in their patrols that there were things crawling around, unsavory, slimy, giant tadpoles. And in investigating further, they discovered that the artist that they were guarding and escorting was in fact an apprentice to the great artist of Limbo, a different plane of existence, called the Slaad Lord Rembu, the Lord of Colors. And as such, they have tried to tackle this strange mystery that seems to have cropped up, where these Slaad are coming from, who is spawning these Slaad poles, and as well as basically what they can do about it, if anything at all. And last time they tackled the Gutter Wisps, their hideout, in fact, because it turns out the Gutter Wisps' hideout that they went to, the safe house, was completely overrun with Slaad poles that had bursted, newly birthed from people's chests, and that's where the egg gestates, and once it's done, it just pops out. The gang has taken one surviving Gutter Wisp hostage, discovered that the paladin, his name, Sabroth, it was Bahamut, right? That you're a paladin of, kind of?
Yeah, I think it was Bahamut.
Yo, lovely.
Yes, Bahamut.
I was gonna say, you should know.
You should know! Maybe, I don't know.
Come on!
Oh, come on! He appears to be able to dispel these Slaad eggs that put themselves into gestation inside the people. They did discover the court artist to the Count of Braunfels, a gentleman named Rendent, who won last year's Festival of Colors art contest, and they also made contact with a friend of his, oh gracious, let me find her name. She runs this little place called the Weird Clinic,
Right.
because her name is Yesta Weirdra, and she, an elf, and he, a half elf, are currently trying to deduce what the characters here should do. When last we left off, the Gutter Wisp thief that you have captured and dispelled a Slaad egg inside told you that he knew more of what was going on than you could imagine.
He did. He really did say that.
He really did say that.
I don't know
And
if
that's
you
where
guys
he left
can-
off last time. Oh yeah, and he also stole Lulu's loot, which Abigator will be showing up hopefully very soon, so she can bop him on the head for that or something. I
I
don't know.
hope you guys didn't hear the duck rage that just happened outside my window.
There was a duck rage outside?
There was legit like a duck fight happened outside the
Oh my
window.
goodness.
And I was like, I hope they don't hear that outside. I was like, that's not okay. Like,
But is there anything you guys would like to do?
so we're in this weird just place still, right?
Yes,
Or did
you're
we
still
leave?
in the weird clinic.
Okay.
And I think I hate starting the episode with some info dump, but it's kind of where I left it off. So
yeah.
if you guys would like to do anything before that or describe your characters, I don't know. But there's a lot of direction we can take this.
Yeah, I definitely would have put my hand on my short sword at that, and kind of growled low, and then just said, explain yourself.
Yeah, Miyako's gonna put a hand on her dagger and she's gonna narrow her eyes at this lady. Because you don't want to piss Miyako off. It's not a good idea.
This thief begins his explanation, and he says, "My name's Haskell, and well, I'm not from Braunfels actually. I'm from a nearby town called Daromere. Well, city really. Well, capital, honestly. And I kind of was forced to come here.
By who?
By the constabulary and by the judge. For some reason, it seems my sentence had been bought out. I was a small-time thief then, and the only thing I had to do was come here and maybe spend a day in jail, perhaps, but I was let out fairly soon after. And I joined the gutter wisps simply out of necessity. I mean, I couldn't just wander out into the road and the forest. And they showed me a few things. I came in just as a second gang was fighting over territory, the wargs, and it never got too bloody. We had scuffles. There was certainly animosity between the two of us, but I'm afraid a few months, at least maybe a month and a half ago, 2 months, something set them off, and they began telling everyone that they were no longer the wards, they were the Crimson Wargs. And fierce were their retaliation. They waited until we were alone or we were clearly outnumbered, and they would drop darkness upon us. And they wouldn't kill us. They would merely attack us to the point of where we had to crawl away on our hands and knees, bleeding, until we received help. And soon our territory was completely ransacked. There were barely any safe places for the gutter wisps. And now only recently, some safe houses have gone quiet. And I can only assume that they met the same fate as the one I was in, or was hoping to get into. If what you're saying about the Slaad is right, then I would say perhaps the Crimson Wargs have a Slaad on their side?
Perhaps, or have you guys upset
Ooh, turn it
someone
down a bit, by the way,
that you
sorry.
shouldn't have?
Ooh, sorry, what was that?
Does my mute it? No. I'm saying, yeah, perhaps they do, or you upset someone you shouldn't have down here. I mean, I don't know if there's a relation. You'd have to figure that out.
He says, I know someone who could have an idea on what's happening, but I'm just saying, very strange things are happening. The Crimson Warg's leader, Nara Hoken, was driven out. Somebody else is running them at this point.
But you don't know who.
Of course we don't know who, it's just some strange figure called Crimson.
How long ago did this new person arrive?
About 2 months ago.
And nobody can get close enough to find this answer before now.
The only ones who know are the Crimson Wargs. They'd kill you if you asked. In fact,
Why?
simply because they control these parts of Braunfels. They're allowed to let loose every dark product they can sell. They certainly find customers for it. And they're easily able to escape the judge's clutches, just simply because, I don't know, they could be paying him off. But it's clear that perhaps we're being targeted by this Slaad. Because more of those things right there, they must be popping up from their bodies.
What I don't understand is why they're targeting us.
I think we've just been in the wrong place at the wrong time up until now. Or perhaps the right place.
Rendent, the court artist, says, I guess it's possible. I mean, it could just be that they're numerous enough now that we can finally notice them.
So is there any truth to what she was saying about the nobles possibly being involved with this to claim some of this land?
I mean, that's sometimes how politics work. Sometimes how business works. Unless we can associate names with the money, we can't confirm that.
So we would need proof.
I would need proof, I'll tell you that much.
Well, I know my particular skill set might be of use to these
Crimson. What did you call them?
Ward.
The Crimson Walks. Yeah. And to be honest, I'd say probably the best way of figuring out what happened would either to ask the Slaad itself, but that might get you killed. In fact, trying to contact them without really a good reputation is enough to get you killed. I'd say try to hunt down Nara Hoken, the previous leader. I hear she's still out and about.
Well,
What was that name again?
Nara Hoken.
where was she last known to have been?
She moves about, unfortunately, but she does seem to linger around some of the old shrines, especially in the Roaming Moss district. Square, rather. I keep calling them districts. Braunfels is made up of squares, not districts, Patrick.
What I miss?
We can start there, I guess.
What would it take to earn an audience with the Crimson?
I'm a gutter wisp, so I tend to not worry about that. If you wanted an audience, I'd say find who's lining their coffers and make demands with them. Or there is one place. It's this little bar called the Tusk and Nail.
Okay.
That place, and Savory folk meet there, but as far as gutter wisps are concerned, it's one of the few places of neutral ground that we've been able to attain.
I have skills that I may desire outside of perhaps what the Gutter Wisp may offer. And as I say that, I cast Dusk and Dawn and darken all of the, well, I guess increase all of the shadows in the room until it gets very, very dark and creepy and shadowy. And just kind of give him that narrow-eyed cat stare.
He clearly unnerved by this. He leans back against the wall in his chair and just sort of clutches the bottom of it and just says, "Yeah, that would impress some people, yeah." But I'm just saying, like, if you try to make a deal with these people, they're gonna hold you up to it.
Well, I for one never go back on my deals, so.
I mean, I'm just saying, Nara's out of the game. She might be actually looking for help. The Crimson Wargs have their game set up.
Well, I agree that she is definitely going to be at least a good source of information.
Yeah, and I mean, we don't really have any other leads as far as what you've already given us, so I mean, that seems to be our best one.
Yesta, this old elf does perk up and said, "Now to be fair, it's just my opinion, but I'm saying the sewers are clearly a good means of moving around in this town.
Yeah.
If Slaad can't just waltz around in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
At the very least, the kobolds down there might be able to give you more information about what's been going on."
That's right. Someone mentioned the kobolds last game. Right?
Is that the same direction as where this former leader?
Right now, you're in Moonwell Square. To the east, you do have the two squares that they're talking about: the Roaming Moss Square and Underscale Square, which is named for the kobolds.
Okay.
Both of which you definitely know are in very much they need a lot of infrastructure work.
Okay.
Clearly neglected.
Very, very run down and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Rendant at this point perks up and says, "Actually, you should be careful because some of those sewer grates and holes are actually being locked up by the constabulary."
Well, yeah, you're the guard here now.
Well, I mean, we have one of the rainbow guards with us over here, so
Yeah.
she should be able to open up a few things.
Well, that's good to hear then. Oh.
So I put this question to the rest of you guys. What are we going to do with this guy while we go off on this adventure?
Yeah, he needs to stand trial.
Lulu does perk up and say,
Oh, didn't you guys say something about
this is me imitating Abigail.
something about that artist? That that Slaad guy, Rambo? Woo!
Does she approve is my next question.
I'm just saying, we should pursue and protect the contests so that I can
Miako's
play my
gonna turn
lute.
to the doctor who I cannot pronounce her name to save my life. And she's going to say, well, I mean, you may as well start to study these things. I don't know if this guy's gonna have much time left, but I mean,
You guys did get the tadpole out of him, I believe.
No, we healed him.
You did?
The tadpole is out.
Oh, I mean, they could still study
Egg
the
wrap,
after effects,
egg wrap.
though, or whatever. And, like, they can, ask him questions about it. So.
So she said 100% on point.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Vincent approves, too.
But, yes, that is the case as you see it currently. You guys can search out Nyahokan. You can also search out the Tuscan
Wait, who was it? Nyahokan?
Nyahokan,
Nara Hokan.
Nara
Hokan.
She's the old.
She's the old law in those
Right.
in those squares.
Right.
And unfortunately, she got ousted out by her own.
I just didn't get her last name. So.
I feel like we should go see this person first before we go.
Yeah.
That's what I would think. But
Yeah.
I think the decision should be left to the Crimson Guard since they are the authority. I don't know.
The
Hey.
Rainbow Guard.
The Rainbow Guard. Oh, what am I saying? The Rainbow Guard.
Like, what are you talking
Rainbow.
about?
Crimson's already a rainbow color.
He keeps on trying to make
She
it sound more
slowly races
intimidating.
up all the armbands.
It's
You
that color.
want to try that color again?
That color
That
right
one
there.
right there is crimson. Sage, you're trying the Crimson Guard. Anyway,
Anyway,
You're
if
the
you guys want to go
authority
ahead,
here.
you can start making your way from the Moonwell Square to the other square, the Roaming Moss Square. If that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah,
I'm here. I'm here to save your soul, Ayana. So whatever you decide to do,
He's
you are the
basically just
authority.
following me around like a little puppy. Is basically what it is.
I have no
Oh
authority
no!
here.
Abby wants to go talk to the halfling, the artist.
He's trying to
She can
redeem
go up
you.
on her own if she wants, but I think majority rules here.
You'll be redeemed later.
I mean, hey.
Maddox.
When she gets
From
back,
your-
we'll see if she's willing to leave the group and pursue that line
Okay.
of thread, because there's a lot you guys can do right now.
Yeah.
So, you go into the Roman Moss District. You do see that in this district, there are, as the name implies, moss that is hanging on various signposts off of the roofs of various houses.
Miyako's
And-
like touching it as they like walk by. Because like she's seen it before, but she never like really like knows what it feels like or what it is. So she's like
Interesting.
fascinated with it.
Let me roll something really quick.
Oh God.
Okay.
Why?
Yeah,
Why are you rolling?
You just brush your hand across it. It's almost kind of like flaky, the texture that it's crumpled up. It's very dry, and you see actually big piles of the moss set aside on various street corners. And you get the idea that they just pick it up and like collect it and stuff because it gets in the way over time.
Also, a quick added character question: hit points right now, are they full up or?
Nope. Oh wait,
Okay.
yes, they are, because
Yeah.
Yesta will heal all of you guys. She's also gonna wish you the best of luck, and that she'll get to work burp on identifying what these creatures are and
Okay.
trying
I
to
just-
like build a backlog of information for you guys. Red
Okay.
Dent is going to leave and go to the Count's estate, which is on the northwest side of Braunfels. Actually, let me get a silly map of Braunfels. Are you guys on that? No, you aren't. There we
No, we are not.
go. This is basically a basic map of Braunfels.
Basic.
All right.
Okay.
But you guys make your way to over here, Roman Mosque Square.
Okay.
Now in Roman Mosque Square, you were told that this is the booming area for the Crimson Wargs. You do have the Tuscan Nails, which is a bar that you were told is somewhat of a neutral ground that you could go to. You also were told that Narahoken did linger around some of the temples in here as well.
What was the bar name? Tuscan Nail?
Sorry, what? Yeah, Tuscan Nails.
And that was in Roaming Mosque Square?
Indeed.
Yep.
Okay.
And so we've been mostly hanging out in Moonwell Square up to this point, right?
Yeah.
It's true.
Alright. So I'm assuming we're just gonna go into
actually,
the bar
you guys
and
were
try and find out.
under Scale Square. Sorry.
Oh.
For the majority
I
of
thought
this.
we were Moonwell. Oh, I thought
Okay.
we were Moonwell.
So
Alright,
then
okay.
are we going to this Tuscan Nails bar?
What's your call?
And trying to find this Nara?
Perhaps.
Do we want to wait for the halfling?
I mean, I'm assuming she'll probably just tag along until...
I will say, you guys hear a commotion on one of the streets that you pass, and there's this little like alleyway that splits off of it, and it's like the alleyways here don't go very deep, but they do come to this like lovely like rounded curve at the edge, and you do see various shrines to little gods. Some of them you can't really recognize, but you do see on one of them is a very small gnome in this haggard robe, wearing this immense hat, this like circlet with antlers coming out of it, like gigantic on this gnome, and she is squealing and angrily like yelling at this these two humans that are trying to like pick off the stuff from the shrine, and you hear them go, "You can't keep this here. It's disgusting." And she, in the meantime, is like,
But that's my shrine!
"That's mine! Oh!" And she turns, and you see this wizened old face turn to you, and it lights up, and she says,
Rainbow God, please help me!
and she
Several kind
starts
of
hobbling
pushes
towards all of
Ayami
you.
towards it.
I
Your
knew
duty
it.
calls.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew he was gonna do
Oh
that.
yes, oh
I
yes.
definitely agree
So-
with this call.
So she's gonna kind of like glare back at him, and she'll keep a note of that later. And she has a dagger, like she has a hand on a dagger, and she goes, "So what's going on here exactly?"
She goes,
They're ruining my shrine to Bishaba!
and she points angrily at them. You see the shrine is like, it's like a stack of boxes with another pair of antlers on it, and there is like old pelts, like leaves sort of like arrayed on the bottom, like you could like kneel on, and it also has like slabs of meat just like soaking in the sun, and it's like now you're getting closer. It smells rancid.
Yeah,
And
I kind of agree with that.
you see the two humans.
Does that bother? I don't think that would bother Miyako at all.
That's cute.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Yeah.
I'm debating
So,
on
like-
whether that's like good to me or bad.
Yeah,
to me.
like I think to both of them, it probably wouldn't be a bad,
yes.
it'd be a bad thing.
But the two
Like my new
humans,
tradition.
both of them are male. They sort of like turn to you, and they just roll their eyes and say, "Listen, do you see this? It's nasty. It's wafting up this stench, and nobody wants to walk down this street. We have business to protect here."
That may be your opinion, but that doesn't mean that you have to treat this old lady like she's a piece of shit.
She goes like,
That's true. And not only that, you will bring the wrath of Bishaba upon you. The festival will be ruined if I had not set that meeting.
Is this truly the way the god is worshipped, with this rancid meat?
No. It's just a manner of imploring her to come and enjoy the
It's
festival.
basically a sacrifice, is what she's saying.
Oh, well, in a way, yes, because, well, the pungent stench will at least make people come down and look and realize, oh yes, I must invite Beshaba in my nightly prayers, and when we say dinner, or else she will bring ruinous, horrible, bad luck upon all of us.
Have you ever stopped to consider that perhaps the rotting flesh makes them think that anyway?
No, I'd rather be here and shout it, just to make sure. You can't trust people to remember their prayers when they sit down to eat. She looks very like suspicious. Do you pay?
From now on, every time I smell rotting flesh, I will definitely think of you.
Good, because
Beshaba.
you should know, if you do not say and invite Beshaba to your happiest times, she will curse you.
I'm not even sure who this Beshaba is, but
Give me a religion check if you want.
I just think it's
Sure.
funny, and I'm going with
I
it.
can do that.
You need to. You need to find
20!
the laws.
Jeez. Oh
Who's the
boy.
religion
I
person?
don't know how that happened.
Okay, so
Oh my god.
Get a religion.
Ayami, Miyako has experienced clerics of Beshaba before. Beshaba is actually a kind of like the other side of the coin to Timora, the goddess of luck. However, she is a goddess of misfortune, we shall say.
Of course.
And you do know it is a practice to include Beshaba in some events so as to appease her, rather than her take insult to the lack of concern for her. She's a very selfish, very proud, and self-serving goddess.
She's proud and self-serving.
Oh yes.
Okay. Sorry,
But
I'm writing
people
stuff down.
generally worship her just so that she doesn't take it out of spite for them to ignore.
okay. No, I'm just
She's a very
legit-
loud, very enthusiastic party goer.
Yeah. Like
Supposedly.
yeah, I'm writing writing notes. So
But you do know that antlers are her symbol, and that these on this little gnome woman's head are about to knock her down. Like if she like, you don't even know if she'll be able to get out of the alleyway because they're so wide.
She can turn
So
around.
it seems like she's legit, but
I mean,
Sure.
she's said a sermon or two. There is no official church for Beshaba, as far as you understand.
Yeah. You need to find
Okay.
out what ordinances and laws there are about this, Ayami. As a guard, you should know. They probably should have told you.
who's Ayami?
Oh,
Karashi. What the hell are you? Miyako. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Miyako. Sorry. Miyako, that's the way
Miami,
I
you
said.
find yourself in this stinky alleyway.
Ayami is also here.
Yo.
Who is this human? What
We
is she
said
doing?
Miami.
Miyako. Okay, Miyako. Anyways, you should know. Or they should have told you what ordinances and laws exist concerning public shrines like this.
I mean, your job as a Rainbow Guard is essentially to ensure that the peace is kept and that there is no commotion to distract outsiders from enjoying the festival.
So this kind of falls right inside your line of duties here,
Yes.
Miyako.
It does.
But
So-
the two humans once again implore you, like, at least
Sorry.
let us
So okay.
at
So
least
can you
let us
repeat this one more
take-
time? I was taking notes in like half.
The two humans implore you, saying, "Listen, we run the general store right outside this alley, and people avoid us like the plague because it stinks to high heaven. At
Well,
least let us
maybe
get
you
rid
should
of the
keep it a
meat."
little bit cleaner, because that still doesn't mean that you should treat this little lady like shit.
Well,
she's the one with the meat rotting here in the street. That's the problem. I mean, there's one thing in her shouting.
Is
that
she
can
the
deter
only
people.
one?
she's the only one that leaves rancid meat.
Okay.
At least
You
the
have
other
to find
people
what-
invite others to come worship at their shrines.
Yeah.
She just
So Miyako turns to the lady and she goes, "Well, so let me get this straight. You have this ransom me here to basically have a shrine to this, Bashaba, whatever this goddess is, and you just leave it on the street."
she says,
Well, yes. How else am I supposed to get people to turn their faces here to Bashaba?
I mean, you could create a shrine for it where,
This
put
is
it
a
in
shrine,
a box.
she says as she points to. Oh man!
It's not a shrine if it's not kept well.
What
She
if
said-
you at the end of the day you gave the meat to the local starving kids that are running around this town all over the place?
It's rancid. What kind of monster are you?
Before it turns rancid, you sacrifice it to the goddess and then let the kids have it later. I mean, why are you letting us sit here for 3 weeks? I could smell it from 5 blocks away.
He's got a point.
This means that I could have my own gang of Bashaba followers. Oh!
Right, the kids would love you.
I don't know about gang.
Oh, how
You might wanna
lovely.
Take your words carefully.
Yeah,
I've always
I don't think
wanted
those are the right choice of
children.
words.
You could,
But
you
I
could
don't
make a
want them
nice
to grow
soup.
up taller than me. That's why I wear these.
There's plenty of ways that you can deal with this. Just don't leave it on the street. That's all we're asking.
This is a good idea. I will show some charity.
I mean, they're running around and catching tadpoles and making frog soup down here, so...
Oh, she's gonna feed them the meat.
She's
It's
gonna.
be bad.
It's not rancid. She's gonna feed it to him before it goes bad.
Yeah, and
Good
then
Lord.
we
says-
feed the
she
kids
says,
and
"You're
we
right.
go with the soup."
I should. What's the word? I need a nicer name, other than have. I shall for now be known as Granny Acorn, and I will feed the children and let them follow Bashaba.
And she casts this spell on the meat, and before you, the meat completely goes from soiled green to like a crisp, crunchy red.
Yes,
Hey,
nice.
And she's
what
like,
about
This is a
that?
great idea.
I was gonna do that if she was.
The children of this town have been served by your generosity.
Yes, and Bashaba will never again go unannounced. I will see all of you at the festival.
Have fun. Bye.
Do you want some antlers?
I'm all right, thanks.
I'm good. But you enjoy it.
Oh,
I was an orphan. I was
So
an
then
orphan.
Miyako turns to the two humans and she goes, "So, does that clear up your problem?
It kind of does, yeah.
All you had to do was ask."
I mean,
It's not really all they had to do. Sometimes it takes authority.
sometimes it does take
Convince.
authority, ma'am.
I have a soft
She
spot
glares
for
back.
people.
She glares
That was
back
a-
at you.
Oh,
You're not helping.
You have to follow the law of the land. That is what you need to follow. It exists for reasons.
She kind of
You are the
snarls.
rainbow
She
daughter.
snarls back at you, but then turns back to the humans.
Oh. But they thank each of you, and they say, anyways, come by Nookware's generality shop. That's that one right there. Well, I guess I don't know, give you a discount. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll.
I mean,
we'll
you're
think
the
about
Rainbow
it.
Guard. You're kind of supposed to do that.
Yeah, we'll think about it.
Oh, see, happy festival. They
Bye.
say, and they leave. And now you may pursue that other place.
Okay.
See, I've been worried about the kids since episode 1. So
Yeah.
I'm really glad that
We're
that
gonna make
worked
a
out
kid
that
cult by the end of this
I mean,
campaign.
I'm ready. I'm ready to give Granny Acorn.
No, man, I
whole
was an
child.
orphan. I was an orphan as a small little kitten, and I just have a tender spot, even though my job is a little nefarious. I have a tender spot for the kids, and I'm glad they've been taken care of.
Lovely. All of you find a handful of acorns in each of your pouches.
Oh my God.
acorns to your inventory. You don't know how they got there. You don't know how they got there.
Yes, we do. Let's be honest. Like, come on. Let's be real.
Now, the tusk and nails is in the main center of the Roman Moss Square, and in this center square, you see that there is a immense tree sitting in the middle of it, surrounded by benches of stone and other. You hesitate to call it greenery because it is overgrown and clearly allowed to run wild. The tree is a hanging monument to moss. It is covered in it, and every so often a large amount will just drip off like rain into the wind and carried through the square, or just plopping in one big pile right onto the cobble and dirt floor of this square. You see other establishments. You do see one, however, that has a set of like two sets of signs, one with hammer and nails, and the other with a loose like jawbone etched into a wood set, with another sign saying tooth and nails, or Tuscan nails rather.
Tuscan.
I was gonna say.
It's like, dude, we're on the wrong side of town. All right.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Miyako points to the sign. Well, there's our destination.
The Tuscan nails was the one we wanted.
That is the one that is supposedly neutral ground here and there. Yes.
Yeah, let's.
All right, let's go.
I mean, what does it look like on the outside? Does it look like it's pretty busy? Can we tell at all?
Seeing as this is only like 11 o'clock, I'd say. You'd say it's not busy as of yet. There's clearly more activity in the town than before, because this is the day before the festival starts. So lots is happening, lots is coming in, but since it's about late morning, it's not overly busy. But if you'd like, you can go inside.
Yeah.
No, might as well.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe I should.
Yeah.
I definitely want to go in and check it out.
We'll venture in.
Lovely. You open the door and you find a woody, smoky, like aroma filling your nostrils immediately, and you see that there are a lot of people in this bar that seclude themselves, and a lot of them are smoking either a long clay pipes or partaking of some incense that seems to have been lit nearby. There's a raging fire with what looks like a morning stew, as well as some biscuits set aside for some of the people who did stay here. You see moving through the main room to the various tables is a half-orc, and he turns towards the rest of you. And he doesn't smile, but he does give you a assessing glance, we shall say.
Can I was gonna say, can I roll an insight check, but I don't know if that would be a thing here, because I want to see if there's anything up with him, especially with that glance.
I mean, you could do a perception check just for the general area.
Okay.
I'm like,
you also do definitely hear this.
Nope.
Whoa. Easy. You definitely do also hear a low hum of an accordion. And you see a small gnome in the corner, just sort of like gently that sort of thing.
Playing on.
Yo.
Okay.
But your perception check also sort of gives you the idea that this place, it's certainly old, but it's one of the few places in this part of Braunfels that has seen some upkeep. Its wooden floors are shined, and its countertop doubly so. It has a very wide stock of ales and other alcoholic beverages behind the bar. None of which are being used currently, but the rest of it definitely seems in order. But you do also see a half-elf behind the bar, just sort of arranging things. And he looks up and notices all of you and just gives you all a nod.
Mm-hmm.
And then he sees your arm, Miyako. And he perks up and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, we haven't any reservations. If you were looking for one."
We're not here for that. She she like goes up towards the bar. And she doesn't like flash her armbands, but she kind of like crosses her arms so that they're visible. So like, like kind of like, like that. And she goes, "We're here for information."
He sort of does that, and then he goes, "Okay."
So, have you heard of a girl named Nara?
Nara
Perhaps? Nara Hoken?
Nara Hoken. Afraid not.
Can I insight check him?
Sure.
I'm gonna join in on that.
Sure.
I should find it. Nope. I got the 120, and it's just like, nope. The 120.
I'd say, Miyako, he just dismissed you. You're so upset you can't even. Maddox, you definitely feel as though he does know Nara Hoken, who she is, but he is rather tight-lipped about it with a rainbow guard.
Okay. Yeah. I am going to kind of subtly. Does he? I mean, is this a bartender I'm talking to, right?
He is a bartender from the looks of it. Yes, he's got a little white apron and stuff.
Does he look like he's, in the Brotherhood? He would know.
I mean, it's tough to say. He does look at you, and he takes you into account more than the big Dragonborn or the.
I just kind of sign like, do you understand, brother? Like in Thieves' Cant.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Do I have that as the next question?
He raises his eyebrows a bit, and he sort of curls. He sort of does this little like circle motion with his finger on the hardwood counter of the bar, and you receive in Thieves' Cant something akin to it's not really like he doesn't like sign a sentence to you. It just sort of signs.
I was gonna say, if you want, you can tell him we can take our headphones off.
Oh, that's true. No, it's fine. It's fine.
I mean,
he signs something that says unfamiliar law friend. Sort of like asking, like, I don't know you. This guard person's here.
Yeah.
Are they a friend?
I just kind of just smile and chuckle a little bit and sign just the word disguise back to him.
He shrugs and he says, "Yeah, they'll give those things to anybody these days."
He nods.
Yeah.
Says, "We do not wish any harm on anyone. We are simply after information." And I say that in common.
Alright, that's fine. So, you want to talk about Nara? She's a piece of work, and she's gone now.
where'd she go?
She's on some sort of crusade. I couldn't tell you what for. We gave her a good enough cause to leave, being alive and all.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, gosh. Oh. You're new, so you haven't met Crimson yet, have you?
Does it look like I have?
No. I'm just saying.
I kind of
it's something you don't forget.
Just lightly touch Miyako on the arm, you know, just because I already in the few days since I've known her, I can tell that she's quick to go off on a person. So
well, when she's pissed off, yes, but I mean, right now she's focused on a mission. When she's focused on a mission, she's focused on a mission. Like, you do not want to mess with her, so she'll get her answers one way or another.
Well, I know, that's what I'm concerned about. You can't press too hard with these guys.
Yes, this barman just sort of gives you a curious look and says, if you're looking for work, looks like you already got some, but if you're looking for Nara, nobody's going to pay you to find her.
Certainly do have talents outside of what would appear to be the guard. And I am open for contracts.
Well, with the festival starting, there's going to be plenty of that. But we make those deals at night. We don't like doing it out in the open. Thankfully, it's morning and all the hotshots are gone.
Is there a token or something that I may bring back to show them that
Sure.
I am an ally?
Just take this. And he gives you a tea bag.
I take it and I nod and I just slip it into my pocket.
And he says, ask for hot water next time you're in.
What was the name?
Hot water. Just ask for hot water. Oh, my name.
Ask for hot water. Oh, hot water. Okay.
Yeah,
I got you.
My name's Jeffrey. And gives you a wave.
Med Expo. I just kind of bow to him a little.
And Miyako kind of just like, Miyako.
Looks to the Dragonborn.
Just turn and walk away. Like, all right, we'll come back. That doesn't mean my name. Giving him my name.
I figure if Lulu is here, she would say, "Oh, you'll hear my name once I win the contest tomorrow."
There you go.
Probably.
Something like that. But after that, he says, "That's fine.
Excuse me.
Just don't throw Miss Hokin's name around as much as you did here."
Understood.
So we didn't really get any information from him. I don't really know where else we can look.
Well, I mean, we have to come back at night. That's really what he was basically saying.
Yeah, but you saw how he reacted to us. He doesn't like us, so I don't think he'll say
He doesn't like those colors.
He doesn't like you walking in with those armbands.
Well, now he knows who I am, so there's really no point.
You guys see the gnome playing the accordion get up, and he goes, "Oh, I have to take a wicked piss. Ah." And he just, like, as he, like, walks out, he just goes with the accordion and says, "Oh, my back's hooking me strange.
Following them.
I should leave Nara."
I check
so
my
fishy.
bags.
Like,
Check
come
my
on.
bags and my pouches.
You know someone's gonna follow him too. Like,
Yeah,
I already learned this lesson in this town. I
want to follow this gnome. Come on. Are you kidding me? That could have been more obvious.
And he walks out, and he takes a seat by the giant tree, and just sort of sits there and crosses his legs, and he's just slowly, like, doing the accordion as you guys walk, and then, like, as you're closer, he, like, goes, and he's just looks at all of you and says,
So Miyako kind of, like, slowly approaches him.
I'm gonna hang back.
And she kind of, like, she doesn't have a hand on her dagger yet, but, you know, she's kind of like making the motion, like, as she's, like, walking up to him just in case. And she goes, are you feeling okay?
"Oh, I'm feeling great. Just wondering how."
I'm definitely gonna look around at, like, you know, the tops of buildings and things of that nature. Looking around down the alleyway, seeing or whatever, seeing if there's any jumping out at his spots.
Make a perception check.
feel like we're being led into something.
Oh, Abby's in the game.
Apple.
Oh.
Oh man, I am so thinking about that tuna fish sandwich I had last night.
Holy crap, that's on.
Oof, sorry. What's that?
Okay.
I had a nice whole fish dinner that was just so tasty that I just can't get my mind off of it.
So Miyako goes she's like, well, you were complaining about some kind of stomach pain back there.
He nods and says, I just wanted to get you out here. Talk about some people.
Can I insight him?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna join in on that as
And he
well.
says, and I just
There we go. That's more
love
like
playing
it.
out in this wonderful sunny air.
That's more like it.
It's kind of clear that this gnome wanted to talk to you away from other folks.
Mhm.
Now, most folks are sort of just walking around. Some of them are obvious tourists who are like, just, whoa, look at all this. But this guy, he's sort of like, it's clear he overheard what was going on over there as you were
Yeah.
talking to Jeffrey.
So she kind of she'll notice this and she goes, "What do you know?"
Well, I know that there's someone who likes to jump on rooftops and is leaving a lot of dead bodies, and her name is Nara Hoken.
Nara. About time you got her name.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen her recently?
Gladly not. Because if I were, she would probably carve my heart out of my chest. Or
What did you-
whatever else she can get in there.
What did she do to you?
Oh, well, it was a bad breakup with the
So you're one of the Crimson.
guilty as charged. And Miss Abby is coming to join us.
Abby.
Let me fix some of these. Oh, I'll have to redo them.
Abby, I don't know if you can hear us, but we're basically confronting a gnome that knows about the Crimson.
Yeah, I'm gonna delete all of you, killing all of your camera
And
faces.
I don't know. But we're basically, while he's fixing these, I'll give her a short recap. We're basically trying
Oh
to
wait,
find
is
this
she
girl. named-
actually able to hear us?
I don't know. I'm just saying if she is.
Yeah, wait until she can, and then you can catch her up really quick.
I don't see why not since she's in the call.
Hmm,
Because your audio pops in as soon as you pop into the call.
that's true, but she might have muted.
Yeah.
Oh, she's very, very quiet.
Shit.
Ah.
You guys hear me now?
Now we can hear you. You gotta mute
Yes.
the stream though.
I want to
Oh
start.
yes, you'll have to.
Mute the stream.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna.
There I am.
So there you are. So okay. So quick recap. We're basically talking with this gnome.
I know.
who-
I was listening.
That's what I thought. See.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
So Nara Hoken is her name. We're trying to figure out because she was the former leader of the Crimson.
Mhm.
So we're trying to find out more
Or the
information
wargs,
about the
rather.
Slaad.
Yeah.
Oh, hold that.
So basically, Lulu walks in like, what did I miss?
No, we're not in the bar anymore. We're by this big tree in the middle of the square. So
Where am I?
I'll catch you up. Like since I'm a little further away.
I mean, we just followed the gnome out. We just followed the gnome out of the bar. So that's basically that's all. Really, all you missed.
That's interesting. I was getting bored with the Steve's backstory. I guess. Going on and on and on. I'm from the small village. Or the capital.
I don't blame you.
But
He was a test of patience.
Lulu, you're here. Or did you want to split from the group and go do Lulu's thing?
I mean, I will want to talk to Helm Girdleby. However, Lulu probably got super distracted walking around with critiquing everybody. Like, oh, that shit. No.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So you're going?
I'm glad. I think I'll eventually find my way back.
Okay, you come in and you find yourself with, or you find the group
Mhm.
sitting in the Roman Mosque Square by this
big, massive tree with tons of moss hanging from it. There's a very colorfully dressed gnome playing an accordion. A little like it's loud enough so that people don't really hear what you guys are talking about. But he does notice you and just sort of like stops playing, and he sort of does this gesture in Thieves' Cant to Maddox that says, "Buddy, of yours."
I just
Thieves' Cant. You know, like it.
All right. But he notices your lovely little instrument, Miss Abby. He says, "Oh, that's lovely."
Yeah, I know.
And he lets out this long brrrr.
He's giving it.
Yeah.
Should
So what's going on?
Oh, your friends are just poking their heads in very bad places, and I'm helping them.
What did you do now? Well, knowing you guys, you probably like started a weird cult or something.
We didn't do anything, excuse you.
My bad.
all we've done so far is save the children of Braunfels.
Well, yeah.
They finally have a granny.
That, and we have a lead on who's causing all the Slaad stuff to happen.
Oh, all right.
And he says,
Oh yeah, we saved a granny too.
But yeah, Nara Hokin is killing people. She's running around at night, jumping on top of them, and just carving their little chests to pieces.
Do you know why? Is there a reason for it?
She's mad that she's no longer the head of the wargs.
That still seems like such a small, trivial thing to be mad about. I feel like there's more.
Might be more. She has been.
You've never been a part of a clan such as this.
Well, obviously, and I don't plan on joining one anytime soon.
To be removed the way she was is the ultimate insult. She will not stop.
No. Are you going to kill her?
She's
If
probably.
you are, there's lots of money in it for you.
I don't care about money. I just want her to stop.
How much?
She's jumping on rooftops. That's pretty badass.
Still need evidence that she's killing, not just the words.
Evidence, We got a witness. That's all the evidence we need.
Is he a witness or is he just speaking because?
Oh, I'm just blowing air.
And he would never be a witness.
More ways than one.
Have you actually seen her kill these people?
I've seen a lot of aftermath. Lots of bodies turn up.
There's your proof.
Really? His bodies. Okay.
I care not for what's right or wrong or what the law is. I care about what the number is when you say money.
Money? Can you guarantee that you'll... However you'll do it, you'll do it? In the end, she'll be...
If you hire me, she will die.
Well, festival's a good time for making money, so I'd say we're willing to drop 1,500?
1,500. I feel like 2,000 would allow me to finish this conversation.
2,000's a lot of gold to buy elephant ears with.
How many?
That's a lot of fried goods.
How many more members of your clan are worth it? How many will you sacrifice before you come to me with 5,000?
Well, that's a bad assumption on your part. She's just causing havoc. My people are fine. It's just, we'd like our people who pay us to protect them and their businesses.
Well, think about it. If those people, get scared, then they're not likely to pay you, and then you don't get paid, and then that's a bad day for you, so...
Make a persuasion check. Miyako.
So this is... The Crimson Girl is that gnome playing the accordion?
No.
You don't know.
17.
He hasn't told you his name.
He apparently, or he's alluding to the fact that he was part of this Crimson Ward. And Nara Hoken was a former member, and these guys are believing every word he's saying when he's clearly just wants you to kill her to finish the job.
He goes, that's true. 2,000 is, these days, I'd say it's good enough. Because, what, you gotta find her, you got to put a knife in her chest, and then you just gotta smash her head a bit.
Yeah, but
However you
tracking her
wanna
down
do it.
doesn't sound like it's gonna be an easy job.
It's not supposed to be easy with this much gold.
I know how to go about my business.
Good.
The question is my compatriots.
Miyako, you're a guard. You cannot be taking money from citizens to kill other
Who
citizens.
said I was gonna take the money? I told you, I don't care about the money. I just want justice.
You just told them you're gonna do it. You can't. Someone can't just come up to you and say, "Oh, kill someone," because they're going around killing people. Oh yeah, no problem. Kill them. No, you need proof. You need evidence. It needs to be a trial to do that. If she is murdering people, she should be brought to trial.
I just started laughing.
Killed wantonly. He has a reason and a motivation to do it. Money. You don't. You just, it's wanton violence for you. If you were taking the money, fine.
You want to know what my reason is, Savroth?
What's your
The
reason?
Slaad.
And do you think is he saying that the Slaad are the part of it? That she's the one responsible for Slaad or not?
Is there another gang
We don't
in town?
know.
Is that what the Slaad is? He starts like legitimately questioning, like, what?
Wait, what? I didn't hear what you said.
He doesn't
Like,
know.
how do
You're
you
just
know
talking
it's
about.
No, the Slaad is a very obscure musical group. Not a big deal.
He goes,
A
oh!
wandering band of bards.
Thank you, Lulu.
I'll have to see them. Are they coming to the festival?
No, they just left last night. You missed a great concert.
Oh no. They should be around somewhere.
Shut up.
That's good to hear. I'm always looking.
Miyako. So at this point, Miyako scowls and she's like, "Fine, you guys do whatever you want. Let me know what's happening." And then she walks away.
I'm just saying, 2,000, it's yours.
Yo, where's this
Give
captain?
us,
I gotta go see this captain.
I don't want you walking around with a head, because that's just impolite during a festival.
True. Might scare
One of her
people away.
horns will do.
Horns, what is she?
Sort of just looks over to Miyako and just looks his hand like this.
Does Miyako hear that? She's still in her shot.
He doesn't say anything. He just gestures towards you.
Well, no, but did she hear the horn comment?
Yes.
So she turns and she kind of gives him like a side glance and she goes,
It's one of yours.
"She's a tiefling."
Yeah. He wants you to kill one of your own people.
I
about
mean,
that?
she used it to her own advantage. She has fangs, she has a devilish appearance, and she has the
Like me.
brutality to back it up. Just like you, without the rainbows.
Miyako, I have found you to be exemplary for your race.
Oh, I'm glad someone does. And at this point, she takes the rainbow bands off and she tosses them on the ground and she goes,
Oh,
"Well,
She's free.
Think of it this way: you're doing your kind a
Zavra is
favor.
losing.
I don't trust this guy, you guys.
Made a nose.
He's
She's
a
gonna
Thank you.
embrace the dark side,
Thank you,
man.
Lulu.
I mean,
no.
you
It's
took-
just he's a shitty musician.
oh well.
Don't
there's
trust anybody
that.
who can't play music.
and she goes, "Well, let's go find us a tiefling."
Wait, do I get part of the?
He says, "I believe it was only the cat fella who negotiated this. As far as I know, he's the one that's going to do it. If he wants to give you all a penny, that'd be fine."
A penny? Oh no, it's okay.
You're so generous.
I don't mind sharing with my comrades. That is not the issue. My current concern
Wait, I'm a
is
comrade now. Oh, nice to meet you guys. My name's Lulu.
I haven't quite decided if I want to eat you yet, so
I don't know any of your names. I'm just following you around. It seems interesting. You guys seem like a interesting bunch.
Someone suggested to me recently that halflings are mighty tasty.
We might be. Never personally tried halfling. However, we are very meaty.
I don't think
I don't
had
suggest
halfling.
with me specifically, though.
The
That
gnome.
Girdleby sounds like...
Back to the issue. I just kind of turn away from Lulu as she's talking about this. I say, my concern is, can I trust you for payment?
Yeah, how do we know you're not scamming us?
Let's see. You know where I work, and I mean, it's not like I'm gonna disappear after the festival starts or before.
Well, we don't know that.
Well, no. But listen,
So,
how about we do this? We'll set up a dead drop, and you can come pick it up around right up there. You see that little knot in the wood up there? We'll leave the money in there for you, in a locked bag. And
I would
we'll set
like
a spell.
For
We'll
this
set a
meeting-
spell on it. Can you give me your paw for a moment?
No.
Okay.
I would like for this meeting
Before we go,
the
Lulu's
crimson.
gonna cast Detect Thoughts.
Detect
Ooh.
thoughts.
Okay.
Okay. Does he have to make a saving throw of some sort?
I'm...
Detect
Ooh,
thoughts. No, it doesn't look like it.
Mm-mm.
Oh wait.
Within 30 feet of you, I initially just learned the surface thoughts of the creature.
Okay, so
As an action.
he is thinking. Initially, you get the sentence. No, this is unorthodox. I mean, he looks capable. I'm not saying that he could do it. She's alone. She has 3 other friends. One of them has armor. He could probably wring her neck.
So
Crimson's gonna
how...
love this when I tell him.
So while she's casting this spell, I say I would like for this payment drop to be arranged during a meeting with the Crimson.
The thoughts go still, and you hear him say, "Oh, this will be good." And he says, "Yeah, I think that'd be worth it." He'd want to thank you personally.
I insight check him.
Yeah, I want to insight check that too. 15.
15, not bad.
Not trust
Nobody
this
else wants
mofo.
to get in on this?
No, no one's got shit. I don't know why you guys are still talking about it.
14,
Playing
15,
you
14.
like fiddles.
You feel as though he is now less concerned about the gold. You feel like he legitimately does want to make this a show of what he's able to arrange for the Crimson.
So he's thinking more personal benefit
Yeah,
than trying to...
now he's thinking like, oh, I could have just paid for this and have it be over
He's
with.
trying to-
Now,
He's trying to elevate himself.
yes, in the Crimson Ward,
He's trying
by
to promote.
promoting himself to
Yeah.
this Crimson individual.
If it gets me an audience with this guy, then I'm alright with that.
Not bad. Now,
Would you guys like... Never mind, I'll
Oh,
say
wait.
that.
oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
He tells you, now listen, she has a lot of places she could be hiding, but we're certain that she isn't leaving the Roman Moss Square. She's making a home here, behind enemy lines. So I'm sure that she's either getting shelter from someone in one of the churches, maybe, or in some place that's abandoned. And who knows what she has set up. But that's up to you to find out.
And she works alone.
As far as we know, yes. She
She's like a vigilante.
had a lot of friends, and now she has too many enemies.
I say we check the churches first.
I accept.
Has anybody talked to Hilton Girdleby yet? Hilton Girdleby about the thing that we're supposed to be taking care of?
She didn't come with us.
She's still at the flop house.
Yeah, she didn't come with us.
Eating breakfast. A big breakfast. This individual, this gnome with this beautiful accordion slips up to his feet and says, "Alright then. You can find me back inside here. I'll be playing all day and all night." And he walks inside.
So much joy for those listening to you.
Oh!
It's my first job as an assassin.
Pirate, I feel like, has like all these thoughts going on in his head. He's got that look on his face, like
Joyous.
legit.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud.
I'm very excited. I'm already calculating in my cat mind how I'm going to go about this job.
Right.
So,
Yaka's ready for some fighting.
you have your contract.
The paladin's like, what the fuck?
Your assassination contract.
Dude, an assassin and paladin on the same team. I mean, come on.
There's no same team. I don't know what you're talking about.
And a fighter to boot.
There's
It's you
bad
two.
influence to Miyako, and then there's good influence to Miyako. That's what this is right now.
This is like the point where like
And then there's
and the angel.
Then there's the halfling id.
Oh, this is great. All right.
I point to the bands on the floor. I was like, you made an oath and a promise when you put those on to the city. And you're taking it off willy-nilly on the words of some musician that is nowhere near as good as this one here, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Taking that word of someone who was formerly under this person they want you to kill. It's an ex-boss. Do you understand that? You know what happens to ex-bosses? People get very disgruntled towards them. You need to investigate this. You should put those bands back on.
Like, her outlook on life is like not even concerning the fact that she might die. Like, she's living life to the fullest right now.
You understand it's not just your life.
Oh wait,
I'd rather not die.
1 sec.
There was one. But it's the life of
Yeah.
everyone else. When
I'll
you
let
put
you guys
those bands
chat.
on,
I'm going to go to the bathroom very quickly and
when you put those bands on, you did it to protect everyone in the city, within the city walls here.
Yeah, but you saw how well that went.
How well what when? It's been what, 1 day that I've been here with you, and so far we started on that path, taking care of the Slaad issue.
Yeah, but the problem is that
it's
nobody
been
really
a few hours.
nobody really paid attention to the fact that we had the rainbow bands on. So
Well, of course not. It's like a
You don't
hired
carry
help.
yourself like a guard. You sit here, you're like, oh, I'll do whatever you want. Tell me later. And then you just expect a thief cat here to tell you what to do. You have a
well, he
musician
seems to
here.
know how this works.
I never told anyone
Yes,
what to do.
so
I negotiated a contract.
Right. Which, look, you negotiate a contract.
He seems
That's
very
your prerogative.
good at negotiating contracts with shady
Exactly.
people. Though I do give you props, Catman. That was very well done. However, with you, tiefling lady, it's just a thought. I don't want you to regret anything later.
I have nothing left. There's nothing for me to regret.
There's
Deep.
oh, well, okay
Deep
then.
and ouch. Deep and ouch at the same time.
All
Sure.
right.
This is someone of your species. This is like your kin. I don't know. I don't know what. If you're willing to kill someone off words without any investigation,
Oh my
without any
God.
evidence or proof, I mean that's up to you, and that's your soul that you're losing. It's your soul that's going to be facing damnation once you die that you don't care about.
I just realized the potential backstory I have. Element. Oh my god.
Alright.
Sorry.
What are you guys doing?
I need to message you for.
I'm waiting to see if she puts those bands back on or not.
She's not.
Whispers. Here come the whispers.
Make it tender in my earbuds. What do you do, sir?
I'm pretty sure I figured this out. Check your Zoom.
I'm kind of just watching this banter back and forth between the two, and I look at Sabroth and I say, does this mean you don't wish to join us on the hunt?
I sort of got it. This is great.
No, you're blatantly going to kill someone, which is a violation of the law, I'm sure, in this town.
At this point, I have nothing left to live for, so I don't really care.
That is
no outlook in life. I mean, if that was the case, tie a rock to your feet and jump in the river. I mean, if you really don't feel like living, but there's so much more that you couldn't do in this world. I mean, you tried putting on these bands. I know you want to do something in this world. I know you want to make some mark in this world, which you can do. Just because you have nothing else with you. I left everything to come here to save your soul because I found it to be my calling. I let you go, thinking, at the time I was just doing whatever I wanted. I realized that was a mistake. I should have kept you. I should have prevented you from seeking this path of vengeance. And now you're saying you have nothing else? You don't even have that vengeance you wanted?
Right. At this point, she's like feeling so many conflicting feelings. Like she doesn't really know what to say.
Oh, buddy.
And so she's like it takes her a little while to respond. And then she goes, "You're right, but at the same time, I don't know anymore." And she kind of starts just walking away.
I sigh a little. Oh. Lulu sighs a little bit, and sees you walking away, and kind of trots up a little bit and taps you on the back. I don't know if you turn around or.
Yeah, she turns around.
She punches you in the face.
Yeah.
No.
And I'm looking very uncomfortable and very. Look, yeah, I don't know you,
Miyako is the name, by the way.
Lulu, it's nice to meet you. I don't know you personally. I hope that you find something that's worth living for. I'd hate for you to get killed when you think that life means nothing. I know the feeling. I'm sorry you feel that way now, but we have a festival coming up. There's so much art and loveliness here. Whatever you decide, I would just hate to see you do something that you regret because you feel like your life isn't worth something. Everybody, no matter how stupid they are, their life, it means something.
So she kind of looks at you and at Lulu, and she sighs, and then she goes, "Well, I guess if I do have something, even if they're not here, I guess I have my parents to fight for. My parents."
Yeah, even if they're not here, you have something. There's always something that you can grasp onto. Just keep that in mind.
She nods.
Then I walk back to the group
and she actually
hate emotional I hate emotional conversations.
She follows you. But yeah, she follows you, and she still has her arms crossed, and she's still feeling the feels, and but so she's gonna stay silent for now. Or I messaged you again. I'm having trouble with my messaging.
Yeah, I'm doing several things at once.
No, you're fine. I just didn't know if you got me because, like I said, I'm having issues.
But that's okay. But for the rest of you, you seem to have an idea of what you're going to do. Please describe it to me. How are you tracking down Nara Hoken?
At this point, I'm guessing, is everybody in the group, are we away from where we were? Where are we in terms of space?
Right now you're in the Roaming Moss District. You have accepted a contract of 2,000 gold reward to hunt down and kill Nara Hoken, the ex-leader of the Crimson War, well, the Wargs. Now they are the Crimson Wargs. She was ousted, and she has been striking back on the entire square, leaving dead everywhere in her furious wake. From what they say, she hasn't attacked the Crimson Wargs themselves. She is instead targeting the people they protect in the streets and everything like that. Beyond that, they're very brutal attacks found in the street. You don't really know where she is. You have only been told that she is apparently making her safe houses either somewhere in hidden alcoves of the rundown buildings, or maybe in one of the shrines or temples. So not all of them are occupied. Not all of them are occupied.
So that would fall under the abandoned category.
I kind of turn to everybody. Okay, this Nara, like, yes, it is a lot of gold. Just, is there any hope of doing anything about the creepy, crawly, like, is that not a thing anymore?
That perhaps
That
is
is
far
still-
more important.
That is still something that we wish to accomplish.
Haskell, the Gutter Wisp, tells you that they are using the Slaad to attack. He thinks that the Crimson Wargs have somehow, perhaps, taken control or have tapped the Slaad or gaining its support in this manner to attack them
So
specifically.
it
That's
all
what
comes
he
down to the
thinks.
Crimson Wargs.
Supposedly, that's what he believes.
Okay.
And these are the people that just hired me to
Yeah.
murder.
Yes, to murder their old boss.
I mean, I really, really want to stop these attacks. If,
I mean, they're gaining some prevalence in the goings-on of Braunfels.
exactly.
And on
So
the day before the festival, no less.
exactly. I wouldn't mind meeting with this Crimson fellow, and if
Yes, that is also in the contract. You will meet Crimson.
exactly. So if Catman over here could,
I love how she keeps calling him that.
if Catman over here can find an audience, whether we do kill Nara or we don't kill Nara, we need to find some way to get in contact or get some information about what's going on.
This is how we get in. This is the only reason I took this contract with these people. I don't like them any more than you do. I did this so we can meet Crimson, and I have to take her head or something.
Horn.
Her horn.
Miyako
Is there
points
any-
to horns.
I looked to Miyako. I know this is a far-fetched idea. Your horns, you can't just saw them
Hell
off or anything.
Oh my god.
Does that hurt?
Miyako turns to her
Don't
and
do
she, with just the deadpan, deadpan emotion, she goes, "Hell no."
No, not your horns personally, like tieflings in general.
Oh
What do you
yeah,
think
you
about
can
that?
cut our horns off. It's gonna hurt, but
It's gonna
Yeah.
also embarrass the fuck out of you.
yeah. I mean, let's be honest. Our horns are our pride and joy. I mean, if you cut one of those off, not only are you basically destroying a tiefling's pride, but you're basically hurting a tiefling too, because it's part of our body. I don't know if you've noticed that, but
I mean, it might be an alternative to actually killing her. If
I mean, who's to say?
people are
To be honest with you, if I had my horn cut off, not only would I be very upset, but I might more than likely may come after you.
I don't believe my job title is collector.
I mean,
It's also
I know
true.
that there's some in the party who are very, very opposed to killing. It was a thought.
Then again, this would make a hell of a song.
Oh yes,
Alright, I'll do
it
it.
would.
Also opposed to lying to someone. You don't just make up some story saying, "Oh yeah, we killed her. Here's a horn." No, come on.
To get information.
Mm.
You're lying to get the gold. That's really what it is. Not
Oh no, we're not lying to get the gold. We're lying to get an audience with this
I
crimson fellow.
guarantee you, Maddox is gonna want the gold
Oh,
if he does the job.
who's gonna take? I would take the gold, of course. We're gonna take the gold. I need to live. I need to eat, sir. I don't know about you.
I need lots and lots of fried food tomorrow.
Yes.
I need lots and lots of what's that one where you throw the rings
Oh,
at
ring
the
toss.
bottles? Ring toss. Thank you.
Thank you. I worked at amusement park actually. I ran the ring toss.
I need to go see the Shakespeare plays.
Yes, I do. Oh my goodness, there's
So
gonna be
much.
plays. You guys, we need to we need to figure out something soon.
But what are you doing? Is what I'm asking now.
Well, I mean, I figured we'd go find this, or at least, start to try and find this Nora person. Nora.
I'm with Catman.
Okay.
Yeah.
I intend to fulfill this contract. If you guys can find an alternative solution to my methods, then do what you must.
Yes, but how are you going to find her? To do your methods, or
That's a
the lack
fine
thereof?
question. So what did he say about where she hangs out again? It's
Igloos
know-
and shrines and temples.
Yeah, yeah.
You do know that the shrines and temples, she may have some business with them, and they may be sheltering her, or she is using one of the empty ones as a hideout. She also has been attacking civilians of roaming moss. You don't know exactly the details of those attacks, but they do leave dead bodies.
Okay, so I want to go back. I look over at Lulu and I said, you wanted to speak with the other small one. Is that correct?
Oh yes, she apparently. You guys said that she knows she knows something about these.
Slaadi.
The slaadi.
The Slaadi.
The slaadi.
Oh, I know about the Slaadi.
Oh, I know all about the slaadi.
I know all about the Slaadi.
So I feel like we should get some more information in that regard as well. And if we do go back to that area, I would like to try and find some of the street kids that we ran into before.
I'd like to talk to.
I need a boy.
Can I just point out that Axel just put in the best emote in the chat?
Yes, I'm so proud.
Oh my god. I just wanted to point that out. Okay.
You're not the Rainbow Guard or the Rainbow Guard.
Nope, that's me. That's mine. That's the campaign's.
Yep. Okay.
But so, are you guys going to talk to him now?
I'm taking Miyako's bands to the captain.
So are we?
Hey, wait a minute! I still wanted to get paid on that job.
You guys are getting paid? What?
Yep, that was why we gave all the bands to her, so she could just collect all the
Oh,
money.
give me one of the bands.
Oh.
Yeah, she no longer cares about the money. She's got other intentions.
So, again, what are you guys doing? That's what I'm getting down to. Is
So,
people going to do different
they're on
things?
the
Are you all
way.
doing one thing at once?
I'm following Maddox.
Okay, Maddox, you have Miyako.
I do want to go to with these guys to the other halfling, the artist halfling,
Him.
him gurgly,
Gurgleby.
Maybe it's Gurgleby.
him gurgly, and go ahead and on the way, I'm just gonna kind of duck off to the side and see if I can find a street kid and talk to them about looking for Lorna. What's her name?
Nora? Or Nara?
Nara Hoken.
Nara.
It's Nara. It's Nara.
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 And do we get some kind of a description from the gnome, what she looks like and all that?
She's a tiefling with a turquoise color skin. With
So like my hair.
about so, with curled horns that go around her head. She has cut her hair very short, so it doesn't hang or droop or anything like that. Beyond that, the only thing you got after that was cold black eyes with no whites.
Ooh,
Okay.
the worst of the two.
And some fierce set of dentures. But beyond that, that's what she looks like, as far as you know.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go on the way over to see the halfling. I'm gonna kind of slip off to the side and see if I can find one of the street kids I found before. I'm looking specifically for that girl I kind of talked to and gave her the 5 silver.
Mm-hmm. You see her and another child curled up on one of the street corners with a bowl for alms, apparently, and she's puckering up her little lips and like from the side of her face you get like, oh my god, you look at the side of the face where her eye is just completely ruined, and you could fall for that very easily. And even when she turns and sees you and gives you this devilish grin, like, it's still uncomfortable to look at just what's happened to this little girl's face. But
like since the last time I saw her?
Oh yeah, since the last time you saw her.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, this was something she had before.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah,
we already know she had this.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Is Savroth with me?
Oh yeah, Savroth.
No.
Oh, he's not.
Oh.
He's going to
Yeah,
get.
Go to the
Back
guard
to the
with her
captain.
bar with her bands.
Yeah, you went
Yeah.
to go get talk with the captain.
Yeah.
But
So I'm the only one who's with you.
I think so. But they're near the
No, I
establishment.
think Abby's.
Abby's there too.
Abby's there too.
Okay.
This is in the Underscale district,
Okay.
mind you.
I look over and I say, "Do you remember me, child?"
She says, "Oh yes, of course. The sweet bringer of our meat sticks.
Can I inside
The
her?
slab poles of
Don't ever-
juicy
Don't ever call me
encumbrance."
that
Can I inside her to see if she actually really means that?
Sure.
again.
I don't trust her.
I actually
15.
She's
reach into my.
my goodness. You see, she's putting on this big display, and there's a kid running. There's a kid like sneaking around the corner, like behind you guys. It's just
Does
She's
Miyako
hanging
notice that?
yes, she does.
Ready to pick the pocket.
Miyako
But-
turns and whips out her dagger.
The kid
So this is
holds up his hands like. You see, he also has a little tiny cut, like little blade as well. It doesn't look like it's like meant to hurt anyone, but Maddox, if you see this, you definitely know this is a cut purses.
Miyako
And
look
she
at the
says,
girl.
"Oh, have you brought any pineapples for us, sir?"
kind of whispers to Maddox. Good.
They remember our deal not to steal from me or my friends. Yes.
Yeah, but we want to make sure you're on your guard around, kids not like us.
He
We're
just kinda
honorable.
Smiles at her. He just kind of
Maddox
smiles.
got her dagger in her hand and she's watching this kid.
I kind of put my hand, just kind of put my hand up to Miyako, kind of signaling that it's okay, and I just smile at the girl and I say,
She lowers her dagger, but she doesn't release it.
I just tell her, well played, and I reach into my pack and I pull out, like a serving of rations or whatever, and I just kind of put it in the bowl.
She sort of tosses it to one of the kids and says, "Take that. Go on, get out of here." And he goes,
And,
"Wait."
I say there's more food if you go to the Temple of Bashaba.
Dagger.
Yes. And then what was the priestess's name?
She dubbed herself Granny Acorn.
Yes. I say if you go ask for
With the
Granny
acorns.
Acorn at the Temple of Bashaba each evening, you will receive a meal. Tell the children. And then I
Sure.
say while you are running through the temples in the district, please, if you would, keep an eye out. And then I describe it to you. And I say, tell them to keep an eye out for it and bring me word when you find it. And then I drop a gold coin into the bowl.
Now, what was that last bit? Bring them word when they find what?
when they find the tiefling.
A tiefling?
Yeah, I described the tiefling. Nara.
Nara.
She's not a lion. She's a tiefling.
Okay, but at this description, this girl, you know her as a blind rabbit. She sort of tilts her head and says, "Talk about Nara, right?"
Wait, what was her name?
I just kind of like look at her and I say, "Yes. Do you know her?"
Yeah, I know her. She's the one who gave me this.
I just kind of instinctively kind of growl lowly, but not
Yeah,
like
Miyako snarls a little bit.
And I say, if you find her, I will get revenge for you.
Thanks. Kill her good. She walks away with the rest of her child gang, and
so I dropped a gold coin into her bowl and just told them to come and find me when they got word of her. I'm putting the kids to work. What's up? My army,
How dare you?
urchins out there getting it done.
I'm sending them to church.
Dude, Savroth has ahead of him.
Man, Savroth, let's jump to you. You're going to the captain's place, the constabulary.
Yep.
All right, Captain Tendertongue. You see a couple other individuals waiting to see him. They look just as wild and adventurous as the group you're with currently. And eventually you do get to see him. You see he's this older halfling. He has sort of like a scruff around his bottom chin that sort of just peaks right up here. But the rest of him is just very cleanly shaved, and he has a very dark brown skin as he looks up, sees you and gives you a nod, says, "I hope you're here looking for work."
No. But some that were looking for work have turned on their duties. I'll just give him the bands.
They've turned. He sort of looks and counts the bands and says, "I think I know who these are." What happened?
Yeah, well, they found other means, I guess, of making money.
Well, that's how it goes. Well, hopefully they did some good while they were at it. I can't say I would have loved to have more help for tomorrow. You can't imagine.
I can. You have a pretty terrible infestation underground that needs to be taken care of.
No, gracious. I'd say so.
You're aware of that situation, then?
Oh, I'm aware that we have quite a lot of gutter runners about in our district, our squares to the east. Thankfully, they're working themselves out, it looks like, and they aren't bothering us too much. I mean, I'm glad to only have one gang to take care of. It's just that these criminals seem to just pop out of the woodwork.
It's not a gang. You have an infestation of slaadi underneath.
Infestation of what?
Slaadi. These sort of, I don't know, creatures that bed eggs inside you and pushed out of the chest.
Oh, son.
So far, they seem to be affecting the gutter wisps, but...
Well, I know that the gutter wisps are declining.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons.
Are you sure you're not just getting it confused with, like, maybe flu or something?
No.
Maybe they got something in their bowels.
No, if you make your way to the ward clinic, you'll see evidence of what's going on. Because evidence is what's needed when you're investigating something. Anyways, sorry.
Okay.
Breaking the fourth wall there.
No.
No, clinic, there's evidence of what's going on, and there is a rather simple means, but you'll need your paladins and your clerics to do that.
Well, I'm certain that there's going to be illnesses spreading. People come and go from different lands during this time. They bring a lot of strange things with them. We'll certainly do the best we can.
This is a parasitic entity that uses a host of a humanoid to gestate their eggs.
I'm afraid
And
I'm
by
not
use, I
following.
mean it will destroy them. So it lays an egg inside you. Once the egg hatches, it bursts right through the chest.
Well, listen, you're telling me that which clinic
Slaadi.
was it?
A weird clinic.
Okay, well, I'll send someone
Is
over to
that what it's
the weird clinic,
Weird
get
hospital.
an idea on what's going on, okay?
Yes. Sure thing.
Alright. Is there anything else?
No, I just had to turn in those bands for you, so no one claims the cash later on without
that's-
doing the work.
Well, it's honorable of you. What's your name?
Savron.
Well, best
Anyways,
of
I
luck
won't
to
take more
you.
of your time. I'll see you
No,
later.
enjoy the festival.
Sure. I'll walk out.
Okay? You do so. Miss Lulu,
Hmm.
while they are dealing with the children, do you want to do anything?
Unless because they're coming with me to talk to Hilm. I don't know, probably just normal kind of looking around at the different goings on at the festivals we're walking, or preparation for the festivals we're walking. Nothing
Gotcha.
in particular.
Now that you guys are done with the children, are you going to talk to Hilm then?
Yeah, I think so. I was gonna follow Lulu's lead on this one.
So
Yeah.
it's probably about noon at this point. Hilm Girdleby is at the bar, swiveling in the chair, like, absently. She's just... And she sees all of you, and she goes, "Hi, my friends! It's good to
I kind
see
of look
you!"
towards them. Is that the girl?
Oh, wow. Hmm.
Oh no, you! I got a bone to pick with you.
Oh,
I
me.
march over.
Hmm?
What do you know about the gross slime worm things? Do you know what's going to happen if this continues?
Wow,
I
you
have a
guys don't know
contest
how to
to
keep a
win.
secret.
Oh no, I have a contest to win tomorrow. If you fuck that up for me, I will.
Hi. Okay. Guess what? You have to be a slaad to do that. And guess what? There's no eggs in these. I'm not gonna poke you and fill you with a baby.
Oh no. See, what I'm worried about right now is it getting so bad that this guy ends up shutting down the festival. That means that I will not get the money that I deserve for winning this contest.
Well, guess what? I also have that concern. And,
So tell me what you know so we can stop this.
okay, fine. Are you guys okay if I just occupy your time? Can I get a drink before I go through this whole rigmarole?
Oh my god.
Apple juice. She sort of slams the table and, oh gosh, what's her name? I love her. Misha comes over and, plops a cider ale next to her and she sips it. And she says, "Okay, long time ago, when I was little, I was living in the streets and I was making chalk art. I was good at it. And one day, someone passed by, an elf with glorious hair, and said he loved it so much and that I should go to an art school, or I should learn to do more. And then, long story short, it turns out he is the Slaad Lord of Colors, and I go with him to Limbo. And then I learn how... Well, here's the thing. When we met, I decided to do a chalk drawing of him, and he liked it so much that he wanted me to dedicate art to him. So I kind of mastered every form of art in his image. And then I kind of realized he's a little bit conceited, a little bit selfish, and he doesn't really care about me or my art. So I left, and now I'm trying to support myself by winning contest and earn patronage of the Count. And then these guys show up, and they well, I kind of blacked out yesterday. I painted one of my old paintings of him, and they're like, that's a frog person. What's that? And I told them, and then apparently there's Slaad everywhere. Apparently they're finding them and they're killing them, and I don't know what to do about it. What else do you want to know?
As she's saying the stuff about her, like, he asked me to do art in his image, and I agreed. So you learned from this that you never do art that's disingenuous, right? And as she's saying this, she's like quivering with like anger,
no.
Like out of all of that story, she's like, you made like art that wasn't your own, and you just like did it for a person. Like,
can Miyako walk up and put a hand on Lulu?
Oh no.
Shoulder, like.
She says, I was like honestly impressed. You should have seen his gallery. It was something else.
No,